Oh my goodness. All right. The whole beat just came to life. I'm mixing this with low fly dirt on all of my channels. I'm going to play back a bar with the plugins engaged, and then I'll let another bar run with them turned off. All right, so we have this plugin by MSX Audio, Low Fly Dirt. I'm gonna put together a beat really quick. I'm gonna try to be as fast as I can with this and just get to the plugin so we can start listening to how it sounds and how I would use it with my MPC. Let's go ahead and get started.
This
Oh, oh. Oh, let's go ahead and record that. All right, so we have this right here.
Bésame, noche la güera está. Noche la güera está. Noche la güera está. Bésame, bésame mucho. Bésame, noche la güera está.
We have this beat right here. It's 3 tracks. Is the drums. This drum kit is actually from, I think it's Chop Squad. You guys will probably find this within the expansion packs from Akai. All right, so Low Fly Dirt by MSX Audio. This plugin is very simple and it sounds awesome, especially if you're looking into just adding certain sound or character to your MPC. I've always said this, the MPCs to me sound great. They're very transparent. Whatever goes in is exactly what comes out. That's not the case with something like the SP1200. Whatever I sample into that machine, what it gives me back is something completely different. I like how it sounds. There's some color to this sampler. Now, when I'm using my MPC, you'll see that I like to tag along different guitar pedals because I like the certain sound that some of these guitar pedals give me when I run my signal through them. Same thing with my SP404. I use it not to make beats with the 404, but to just get certain effects, certain textures out of the 404. So Low Fly Dirt, when I run signal through that plugin, I'm gonna treat it as I would any of my other guitar pedals or effects boxes because I'm going for certain textures. What I'm gonna do right now, I have 3 tracks, sample, drums, and an 808 track. And I'm going to put Low Fly Dirt on all 3 of the tracks, also on my master bus, just so we can get an idea of what we're getting out of this plugin. What I'll do, I'll actually put the plugin on the master channel so I could affect the whole entire mix that I have right here. It's exactly the way I would use with my 404. When I'm using my 404, I'm coming out of the MPC, the master channel, which is outputs 1 and 2, going into the 404, giving it some type of tone or texture, and then printing my beat into my DAW. So I'm gonna use it the same way. I'm gonna go right here to my master output 1 and 2, open that up, and under harmonics, if you got your MPC sorted out by manufacturer, you're going to see MSX Audio Sound Design, hit Low Fly Dirt, hit select, and now we have it right here. I feel like it'll be a lot easier if we hear it on the overall mix, just so we can see some of these presets, this effects knob, the input and the output. Now this plugin looks pretty simple as you open it up, but the main things you want to pay attention to is what preset you want to go with. You got the MSX Audio, you got the 60, the 404, 404V, 1200, 8-bit, and SKS. We are going to just dab around and just listen to different settings This knob right here is the intensity knob. So how much character do you want to get out of whatever setting that you're currently on? We're going to look into that right now as we engage it. And then last but not least, which is probably the most important part, is going to be the input and the output. That's going to just allow you to dial in how much signal you want to drive into the plugin to get its harmonics or the character that the plugin has, and then coming out of the plugin, how much you want to just send out to whether it's your mix or your speakers. So let's go ahead and hit play, and we'll start messing around with some of these different settings. Okay, I don't know if you hear it. I mean, I'm listening to it right now. I don't know how it translates through the YouTube video, but right now, as soon as I hit the 1200 preset, I have the character knob dialed all the way down. That sounds awesome. Now, it's not just the ringing sound that I'm listening to, but something happens to the low end, the kick. Listen to just the way it's smacking through as I'm just dialing in the input, how hard I'm going to drive my signal into the plugin, and I'll back it off because I don't want my master channel to be distorting. So I'm just finding a sweet spot. This beat was perfect to try this out on because this beat sounds very clean. It sounds great. I'm listening to it without low-fly dirt, and it sounds clean. If I want to add a little bit of grit to my drums or to my overall mix so it's not too transparent, this right here, although it seems simple, but just dialing in the input, the output of this plugin with the character, like the character knob, I'm not going to crank this up, especially if I have this on my master bus. I might do the 1200 on an individual track if it needs it. But for this master track, I'm going to bank through some of these presets so we can hear what we get, because there's some pretty cool presets right here. That's it right there. Look, this A Cold Piece preset right here is perfect on my master bus. I love how it sounds. If you guys need to adjust the output or how hard it goes into it, go ahead and do so. It sounds awesome. I'm going to keep it the way it is for the master channel. Now, I'm going to just put air low fly on each individual track and just see where it takes us. And at the end, we'll bypass the plugin. We can hear the difference with and without. So let's go ahead and solo these drums right here. Put low fly dirt, and let's hear which one sounds best for these drums. All right, so I like the 8-bit right here. Now let's go right here with this 808. Also put low fly dirt. Oh, this 1200. Oh my goodness. All right, so now I can hear the 808 rattling on top of it. Feels nice and punchy. I'm going to go right here for this sample. I'm going to put air low fly. And for the sample, I mean, the sample sounds very clean. It's is not like a recording that was in the 70s or something that sounds gritty or just vinyl texture or anything like that. It's a very transparent sample. So air, low, fly, if you have any samples that you want to just add some grime to them, I think this is going to be helpful. Let's go ahead and hit play. Listen to the sample. I should probably solo this. This MSX audio preset, very clean if you don't want nothing too drastic. Wow. All right. I don't know if I'm the only one hearing this, but listen to the low end. As soon as I engage the 1200 preset, the low end just expands. It just sounds more in your face. It does not get rid of the low end. It does not saturate the low end, where it's just, it almost reminds me of VOG, the VOG from Universal Audio. Whenever I use that plugin, if you've used it, let me know down in the comments. I don't touch it. I just engage it and I put it on a channel strip, and it just gets huge. It sounds bigger than life. So right now I'm getting the same effect with this. Let's listen to with and without. Pay attention to the low end when I bypass it. Oh my goodness. All right. The whole beat just came to life. It sounds awesome. Now, I'm mixing this with low-fly dirt on all of my channels. I'm going to play back a bar with the plugins engaged, and then I'll let another bar run with them turned off. I'm not going to talk in between. Let's just listen to the before and after. All right, so it's a pretty drastic difference. I'm using the input, the output to just find the sweet spot. How much should I drive the signal into the plugin? That's going to be up to you. How much of the character you want to get out of it is how much you can push into the plugin. Look, the reason why I use guitar pedals or the SP404 is to add texture to my MPC, to give it a unique sound that is developed through whatever signal chain I'm using at the moment. If I want to run my stereo output through a guitar pedal and then feed it into the SP404, and I find my sweet spot of like, I like this sound, you start creating your own unique taste depending on how you sample, what type of samples you are bringing into your MPC. All of that will vary. Same thing with this plugin right here. It's awesome to have and build your own presets where it's honestly a guitar pedal, being able to color my signal whichever way I want. If you want to go with something that's not too noisy, you go with this MSX audio preset. It's pretty clean, but it still has character to it. Or if you want to go something very drastic, like I'm going right here with the SP1200, go ahead and do so. This is awesome. So if you are someone that is looking to just add a certain grit to some of your tracks, I know they have the Air Flavor Pro, which is awesome. Air Flavor Pro is a lot more complex, but if you want something like this where you could just slap onto a track and just start getting some sounds out of it, this is awesome. Now, with all that being said, if you are new to the MPC and you're just getting around it, this thing might be confusing, do not forget to check out my course. I do have a course that will take you from start to finish with 3.0 MPC and also the 2.0 video. So if you're someone that wants more information on how to just use your MPC, go down to the link of this video and check that out. I'd love to have you enrolled. And also, if you are in need of any audio gear, the MPCs now, I think they're like 1,500. This MPC MPCX or 16, 1700, they drop drastically in price. If you want to pick one up, now is an awesome time to purchase an MPC. I have some links down to Zounds if you guys want to go ahead and make a purchase. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have links to Air Low Fly down in the description of this video if you guys want to go ahead and check it out. Thank you. I'll catch y'all on our next video. Peace.